What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, Cocktails and Bar Tales. Now, if you're listening to this on YouTube, drop me a comment. Tell me what you would love to hear on the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, go ahead, subscribe, show us some love. If this is your first time here, let me introduce myself. I'm Nikki, the business coach for mobile bartenders. I'm a serial entrepreneur who started out as a server, worked my way up to bartender, opened my first mobile bar biz, and made $100,000 in my first year in business using strategies, networking my butt off, promo, consistency, and lots of prayer and faith. I retired my mobile bar and started coaching ambitious bar owners like yourselves. But enough about me. Let's get into this episode. Now today we're going to be talking about how to attract and book $1,000 plus events, four-figure events. That is what we are on today. Now, making more money requires three things. So you know what, before I start, get your pen and your paper out so you can take notes. Because you're going to want to write this down and you're going to want to implement it as fast as you can. Success loves speed. Let's get on it. Okay. Making more money requires three things. Stepping your business game up, all the way up. Focus. Tunnel vision. Putting the work in. Okay. Stepping your game up. Having a team, whether that be a full-time team that you employ on a regular basis or an on-call team, but you need a team. And last, but certainly not least, charging accordingly. The days are over where we are charging less than we are worth because we don't want to miss the sale. If you missed that sale due to pricing and you priced yourself correctly and you know what you bring to the table, then you didn't lose a client. They lost you. Period. Now, let me put out a little disclaimer before we get into this. Today's episode may not be for you if you're still being limited by your beliefs. Yes, limited beliefs can put your business in a standstill or very, very slow moving hobby. Because I'm going to say hobby because you're not making any money or you're breaking even. Either way, there's no profit. I see no profit in that. So if you're limited by your beliefs, you got to really dig deep and figure out what it is about your worth in your business as when it comes to being paid. Figure it out and work it out. This episode is not for you if you don't believe you can actually book four-figure events on a regular basis. Because my question to you would be, why not? Their days are over where you're only booking $175 to $300 events. Working just to make $1,000 in that weekend. We're not even really 1,000, and that depends if you did 4 events, 3 events. So let's say 900 if you was just charging 300, and if you're charging less, then that's even more less money. So if you're doing them all by yourself, you're going to get burnt out eventually. If you're hiring people, then you're not making any money. And if this is just your side hustle and you just want to make a little coin on the side every blue moon, that is perfectly fine. But if you are trying to turn your mobile bar into a 6-figure business, because yes, it is very much possible. Yes, there are plenty of mobile bars out here right now turning out 6, 7, and 8 figures in their business. So there's no reason why you cannot do it at all, except for the belief that you can't do it. So if you have any of those thoughts that you cannot control, because everybody has thoughts, especially when business is slow or whatever, you have those thoughts. But if you're constantly having them and you're dwelling in them, then this may not be for you. Because over here, we are powerful manifestors and we make it happen. And how do we make it happen? We work. We put the work in. We put the time in. We invest in ourselves. We take our businesses seriously, and we're making a career out of it. A lot of you guys listening to me, your only source of income is your mobile bartending business. So you need to be doing what? Maximizing your profit line. Every single week, you need to be maximized. You need maxed out. If this is your sole income. Because now you're depending on your business to not only help run your business, but run your day-to-day personal life. So you have to get at it. And if you're wanting to transition out of your 9 to 5 and go directly into mobile bartending at a full-time basis, then we can't play around with little money anymore. It's okay to take small events, but that should be passed off to one of your associates, one of your junior bartenders, and still bringing you in that revenue. And still, at the same time, bartending events that are 1,000 plus. Does that make sense? I know I can't hear you guys, but say yes to yourself if it makes sense to you. Now, back to business. I'm teaching the Bartender Society my step-by-step process on attracting value prospects and booking 4-figure events consistently. Now, this is what we're doing inside the Bartender Society. Of course, I will give you guys some nuggets, but you won't get the whole kit and caboodle unless you're a member of the Bartender Society. Yes, shameless plug. But if you're trying to grow your business, if you're just starting out in business, you need to be in the Bartender Society. And what I went and done is I opened it back up on a monthly basis, $97 a month. Try it out for 30 days. I promise you, you'll stay. And if you know this is something you need for your business, go ahead. Join annually. Because if you join annually, guess what? You get an hour one-on-one coaching with me every single month. We sit down and we go over your business. And we do this every single month for an entire year. And my guarantee to you is your business would have grown and expanded more than you thought you could do in a year. That's my guarantee to you. You put the work in, I'll give you the blueprint. You get inside the society. You find your accountability partner. You find your business bestie. And you get monthly coaching calls. You can't beat it with a stick. Now, for my monthlies, you still get coaching. You just group coaching, which is also great and very informative. Okay? So, this month inside the society, we'll be going over the strategies I used, attraction marketing. The ways that you can market yourself and get attention is like, oh my God, it has no ceiling. It's just so much that can be done. You just got to think outside the box. Positioning each service for maximum profitability. That is what we're going over with the fine-tooth comb. It's services. Are you pricing these services correctly? Are you giving too little for too much money? Are you giving too much for too little money? We need to figure it out. We need to come to a common ground that is making you more profits. Creating money-making proposals. Because at the end of the day, when you get the inquiry or when you get the prospect and you get them in a consultation and you get to the point where you actually have to send them a proposal, the proposal after talking with them should be just preliminary. It's just something that goes in your process. And when that proposal comes back to you, that contract is signed and that invoice is paid, because that is how irresistible your proposal was. We're getting down to the meaty potatoes. It's 2023, and if you have not made six figures in your life or haven't made it yet in your business, it's go time. It is go time. We're going to be going over online booking, payments, how you should be getting paid. Let me give you a little freebie right here. No credit cards less than 2 weeks out. I say this because you don't want to get it disputed right after the event. You want to give it some time. Now, if it's a reason to be disputed, you have to go back to your contract, but you don't want to be out here doing parties for free. You don't want to be doing parties for free. And it's just the world we live in. It's just reality. Somebody could pay you with a credit card the day of, turn around the next day, dispute it, saying it was fraud, whatever. We don't want to deal with that. So no credit cards less than 2 weeks out. That's a freebie. Write that down. Write that down. Now, even though we're talking about 1K events, every client won't be a 4, 5, 6 figure client. But the goal is to attract and book them at the very least 70% rate. So we're not even discussing anything under $1,000. We will not be discussing any numbers under 1K in this episode, honey. So let's reiterate. The goal is to book 4, 5, 6 figure clients 70% of the time. The blueprints and the templates that you'll get inside the societies, the service package pricing, the email correspondence, the proposal breakdown. Now, I will be putting this training up for sale next month. It will be up for sale next month, but I promise you it's far cheaper in the society, because next month is going to be $500, because this is the gold mine. If you implement this strategy I'm going to be giving to my members, there's no way you're not making any money. If you're not making any money, you're not making any money, but there is no way you're not making any money if you implement these strategies. Okay? So, I'm not going to give you guys the meat and potatoes because that's for the members. But I am going to give you some sides and a little dessert. Okay? Let's talk about the benefits of booking 4, 5, 6 figure events on the regular. A, you can build a team. Having a team is a must if you're wanting to own a successful and super profitable business. That's law. The more money you make, the more you can put back into your business and hire your dream team. You're going to need a team to get to 6 figures. You're going to need the skills. You're going to need the experience. You're going to need the get up and go. You're going to need that in a team and in yourself. If not only you're going to grow your business, but if you're going to really step your game up in your prospecting and finding those 1K plus events. And let me just give you a prime example of a 1K plus event, which this is on the very low end, and I'm talking maybe 35 guests when I say this. The low end, $1,000 for a wedding. Let's say $1,000 for a wedding for 200 people, 150 to up to 200 people. Okay? And you're giving the full bar service. 1,000 is really on the low end. Your lowest end should really start at $19.97 for weddings. And this is for your party packages too. The big events, the events I'm going to be teaching you guys in the society how to go after, how to recognize. These are all 1K plus up events. If you're out here charging $500 for an event that should have costed at least $1,500, you're doing yourself and your business a disservice. Like real talk. Real talk. So make sure you write that down. Another benefit of booking 4, 5, and 6-figure events on the regular is more marketing dollars. Let's face it. The more visible you are, the better chance you have of getting tons of leads monthly. If nobody knows who you are, what you do, how do you expect to get bookings? How do you expect to get inquiries? How do you expect to get eyes on your business? It's not going to fall out of the sky. So you have to get as many eyes on you as possible. And the best way to do that is you can market organically. You just have to be hella creative to stand out amongst the crowd. Or you can do paid ads. Or you can do more lives. Or you can create a YouTube or a podcast or whatever. But you need to get in front of as many people as you can. You can actually boost your IG posts. Get visible. And if you're constantly on a regular basis booking 4, 5, 6-figure events, guess what? You have more money to put into your marketing. More money to put into your marketing. But remember, when you step into what I would say is, I don't want to call it the big leagues, because the big leagues is when you're out here constantly booking 5, 6, 7-figure events, okay? Because it's possible and it can be done and it has been done. But when you come to this other level in your business, where you're charging that amount for events, your business A game needs to be 1,000%. You need to bring an experience each and every time. A bomb experience each and every time. There is no reason you're charging that much and you're not bringing the thunder. Hire the best people. Train your people. And your business will be doing 6 or 7 figures before 2023 is over. That's law. Put the work in and you'll find out. Another reason, crazy referrals. Do you know if you're doing celebrity or influencers or just big money events, the type of referrals that are in these parties, at these events, crazy. So you have to show out. Giving the client and their guests an incredible experience brings in a considerable amount of referrals. You have no idea how that can change your business. Now, I said we wasn't going to discuss anything under 1K, but I'm just going to say this because it may need to be said for some people. If you are doing events under 1K, you still bring the thunder. You still bring the experience. And that's how you grow fast. Hitting major goals. This is another benefit. Hitting major goals. You have a greater chance at hitting your goals when your cash flow isn't a problem. You need cash flow to run your business. It is just as simple as that. You have to have cash flow. You have to. I put tons of grant opportunities for small businesses and women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses I put tons of those inside the society. Every time I come up on some grants, I am sharing it with the members. So you have no excuse not to sit down 15, 30 minutes and fill out these grants, because you need funding. And if you're working your 9 to 5 and you're using some of your 9 to 5 money to fund your business, then you need to be smart with how you're spending your money on your business. And the best way to do that is to, I'm going to say it again, invest in the society. Invest in the society. I feel like I'm saying society. I'm saying society. Forgive me. I just caught on to that. But you need to be in the society. Look, I'm just going, you know what? You need to be inside the membership. Let's just go with that, because, wow. You need to be in the membership. $97 a month. This is one investment that is going to make you more money, going to help you be more creative, going to help you change your mindset and your beliefs around money, going to allow you to grow your business. All the resources and the tools and the community is here. So when you're finished watching this video, which I'm trying to keep it under 30 minutes, but when you finish listening to this video, you need to click that link in the description and you need to run and sign up. I will put 2 links below. One for the annual and one for the monthly. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay? All right. So you want to hit major goals, and you need major goals. You need cash flow to hit major goals. How do you get more cash flow? By charging more. Being smart with your money. Okay? Last and not least, but not least, expansion. Have you thought about one day expanding your business? Duh, Nikki, of course I have. Of course I want to grow a team and grow a successful business. Girl, what are you talking about? You can do that with business growth and funds. You got a team, you can expand. You can get on-call bartenders. You do not have to go out. I am not telling you to go out and get employees if you cannot afford to do that. Get on-call people. Train your people. Give them some events to actually go to. That's another thing we'll be talking about this month. Where do you get these prospects? How do you get these prospects? What are you doing? What do you need to be doing more of to be getting more eyes on you and getting more prospects? You want to know? Sign up. Go ahead. Invest. Stop looking. Invest. And let's get this party rolling. Okay? Finally, let's discuss limiting beliefs again briefly. Your business will go as far as you believe it can. That's point blank, y'all. If you find yourself thinking you can never create a 6-figure business, then you probably never will. I want to help you get out of that if you are believing that. Because there is nothing that you can't do in your business. Anything you can dream of in your business, I mean anything. How big you want it, how many branches you want to have, how many states you want to serve, do you want to serve the world? Whatever it is that you want to do with your business, it can be done. You just have to focus, get really serious about your business, get really serious about your why, get really serious about your reason. Your why, your reason. That could be the same or it could be different. Why you're doing something. Is that the reason you're doing it? Is that the same thing? Okay. However you want to look at it. Your reason, your why. You need to get in tune with that. You could say, well, yeah, I just want to make extra money, or I want to make a lot of money in my business, which is great. But we don't want to chase the money. We want to chase the reviews, the client's experience, the results at the end of the event, how a client responds during the event, how they respond after the event, the type of reviews that they give you. That is what you have to be after. The money will follow. Trust and believe that. The money will follow. I don't chase the money. I chase you guys getting the results. And if you put the work in, if you work with me, if you work with me and you put the work in and you implement when I tell you to, you can grow your business. And if you're already a member and you're listening to this podcast, if you have not been, and I'm going to call you out, if you have not been participating, if you have not been in here focused and taking the trainings, studying, doing the things that you need to be doing, getting in, asking your questions, sharing your ups, your downs, everything. If you're not doing that, then I implore you to get back active. There's no need to purchase a membership and ghost it. It's not going to help you that way. And I need your results. And for you guys that are very active inside the membership, thank you. I appreciate it. And it is time to go harder than we've ever went inside of the Bartender Society. Look, I said it again. It's a society. Guys, don't laugh at me. Don't make fun of me. But if you do, whatever. Because I have been effing that word up through this entire podcast, bro. But guess what? Whatever. Because it will not be re-recorded. That's for sure. We're coming up on 27 minutes. I hope you listen to this in its totality and you got something out of it. If you're on YouTube, leave me a comment. If you're on podcast listening, wherever, subscribe, download, share, tell all your friends about it. And thank you guys for listening. New episodes air every Wednesday and Friday, even though I have not been good about that. I know, at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But your girl is working today. I've been really sick. I feel better now, so I'm working today. So if you're ready to actively move your business forward, take advantage of the monthly. Now, if a membership setting is not for you and you just need one intense day for just you and I to collaborate in your business, if you need just that one coaching day where we, for 4 hours, hone in on your business and turn it around for you. If you need just that, if that's something you're more interested in, then get excited. Get excited about your business changing. Get excited about your business moving forward. Get excited about making more money in your business. Get excited about growing a huge team. I will put the link below for the VIP day. You guys, if the membership setting is not for you, invest in yourself. You will not regret it. We will turn your business around in 4 hours. And then you have 14 more days after that to have constant interaction and contact with me to go over anything that I taught you, any plan that we set into motion, all of that for 14 days after. I'm going to give you a 3-month plan for your business. So if the group setting isn't for you and you really need that one-on-one, yeah, go ahead and sign up for the VIP workday. All right, guys, I am out of here. I will see you in the next video.